shit! Whoa, where you going? That is a red one! You need to come out right now. I will let you eat everybody! Promise! I promise! Oh, yeah!
Hey guys, welcome to the Metaverse. My name is Ben Friedman, and today the film that I will be reviewing is Venom, Let There Be Carnage, in anticipation for the release of SpiderMan No Way Home. I just decided to do a fairly Marvel-themed week, and I'm kicking it off with the one that is in tangent to Marvel's, the MCU, but not, or is it? Question mark, spoilers. Which I should just say, I will spoil elements of this movie. If you haven't seen it, just be forewarned, because there is one particular scene that I can't talk about without spoiling. But anyway, this is the sequel to the 2018 film Venom. That Eminem song is so dumb but also so catchy, and it has been stuck in my head really since the release of that 2018 film. But it follows Tom Hardy as Eddie Brock / Venom, and right off the bat, this is my favorite element of the film, their codependent relationship on one another. Tom Hardy makes some really weird choices in this film, but I think they all land and they're super funny, and he's able to pull off this duality of role so well. And like I said, this relationship is so endearing and ridiculous, I think, because Venom is kind of a larger than life character in this, where Eddie Brock is just kind of this down on his luck journalist who's going crazy due to the fact that he has this man-eating thing symbiote attached to him. But like I said, that is the best part of this movie. Their relationship is so endearing, so funny, so charming, and literally, and I know I'm emphasizing it, it's because it's literally great. This is what you're watching the movie for, is their true banter and relationship, and it works. This film is an hour and a half, and it's directed by Andy Serkis. And it is a major improvement on the first film, largely because the villain is significantly more interesting, and the villain is played by Woody Harrelson, who kind of gets to tap into his crazy manic side and deliver a villain in Carnage that is much more raw and powerful than anything Woody Harrelson's really gotten to play. So he really gets to do this over-the-top bad guy who's utilizing his violence and now has the ability to eat, man, and he's already a serial killer before he even turns into Carnage, which is just a bad combination to get the symbiote with. But anyway, he is really fun in the movie, even if I didn't like that they kill off Venom. Again, I said this was going to be a spoiler review, so hopefully you listen. They kill off, did I say Venom? Jeez, I did not mean to say that. Well, I guess someone's shocked in here. No, they kill off Carnage really at the end of this film, and it's just like, I understand why. I guess it's you do it as a singular movie. Regardless, Carnage as a character just needs to be in the Spider-Man movies, in Venom more. He should really be a big overarching villain, and the fact that you just kill him off by the end of the movie, I think it's not a travesty, just because you could clearly tell that's where the film's going, but I think it's a missed opportunity. You really had a lot more to just explore. In terms of visuals, I still think the Venom Carnage transformation stuff that we did also see in the first film, it's still a little bit too blobby in looks, where it's just too much happening all at once and too much style going into their costumes that you really can't tell what's going on at times. It's not as bad as the first movie, where it's just kind of two black symbiote figures kind of just fighting each other, and you're kind of getting mixed up on who is. At least in this film, Carnage is red, so it has a little bit more. When these big CGI fights are happening, it's easier to follow, but it's still a little bit of a mess. But yeah, it's Venom, Let There Be Carnage. You saw the trailers. If you saw the tone of the first movie, it's kind of a continuation on that, but it's just done better. Everything's done better. The relationship with Venom and Eddie Brock is more fully utilized. The love interest just isn't in this film anywhere near as much as she was in the first movie, which is good, because honestly, that was a part that was a little bit slower in this movie. There, Carnage is just a better villain. Overall, this film, just everything that the first film did, this film does better. And it's not particularly a great movie either, but this one is a completely good superhero movie, and it's something different than, I guess, what the MCU or even DCU. It really kind of feels like a throwback to the early 2000s with some of the cheesiness of the X-Men, Spider-Man, more specifically maybe even like kind of that Blade, that early 2000s where it's like they're still trying to figure out what comic book movies are, and this one kind of takes it comedically, with a lot of just over the top action, and ultimately I liked it for that. And then of course the final scene happens where Eddie Brock gets transported into the MCU, and we see Tom Holland Spider-Man on the TV with J.K. Simmons, J. Jonah Jameson. Really cool scene, poorly executed. The fact that they kind of just transfers, the rim just kind of turns white and then transfers into this like tropical feel. It's kind of a really lame way to bring, I guess, this character of Venom into the MCU. But regardless, that's where he is now, and that's really cool. We now get to see confirmation that it looks like Tom Holland is going to interact with Eddie Brock, with Tom Hardy's Venom, which is something I'm pretty excited for. Which also means, is there a possibility that this Friday we get to see him pop up in Spider-Man No Way Home? I haven't heard any rumors or anything like that. It's all purely speculation. But we also know with the trailer for Morbius starring Jared Leto that we see Michael Keaton as Vulture in that trailer, which does imply that Morbius is in the MCU, which means Venom's now in the MCU, which means Michael Keaton's, since Vulture is in there, plus we know Alfred Molina, Willem Dafoe are all coming back for this No Way Home movie, including Jamie Foxx. Does this imply that we are getting a Sinister Six, where I think what's already been confirmed is Doc Ock, Green Goblin, Jamie Foxx's Electro, it's Lizard, I guess. It's Lizard from Amazing Spider-Man, Sandman from Spider-Man 3. Could that sixth one be Venom? Is he in the movie? I don't know. It's purely speculation, but I guess we'll see. Either way, we have confirmation that he will be playing a role, it seems like. And whether it's Spider-Man No Way Home, a sequel, or just Tom Holland appearing in Venom 3, who knows, but it's pretty exciting nonetheless. So that's my review of this film. It's always hard when the end is probably the most interesting part of the movie, and in particularly the post-credit is the part that you want to talk about the most out of a movie. Not always the best sign, but ultimately it's just such a jarring post-credit scene, and one that has such big implications for the future of Venom and the MCU moving forward, that I had to spend some time talking about those. But otherwise, the film is a perfectly entertaining film. And if you like Tom Hardy, if you like Woody Harrelson, and if you just enjoy kind of trashy superhero movies with a lot of big action and big comedy, you're going to like Venom, Let There Be Carnage. So this kicks off my week of the MCU reviews. So thanks for listening, guys. Take care, and I'll see you tomorrow for another one. Like I said, I think I am going to cover, I'm doing an Eternal spoiler review, which will probably drop Thursday. Friday will be my No Way Home review, which I'm very excited. I have my tickets for Thursday night, so I can't wait. So that's my Thursday, Friday. I know Black Widow, I think, is going to be probably Tuesday or Wednesday, and then I'm really still debating between Shang-Chi or Hawkeye, or maybe even something else. The issue is I want to do Hawkeye, but I just have to set aside time to actually watch the first 4 to 5 episodes, which I have not done yet. So if I can do that before this, before that review, then I'll probably do Hawkeye. If not, then, well, I'll improvise from there. So thanks for listening, guys. Take care, and see you tomorrow. Thanks for listening. Bye-bye.